Obviously, our defense probably made the biggest difference in the game tonight. In the first half, I thought we were playing pretty good defense, and on about 3 or 4 occasions, they scored with 3 or 4 seconds on the shot clock, and there were threes that kind of took a little bit of the wind out of our sails. I thought we were playing good, solid defense and sticking with our defensive game plan. But I thought the second half, our players came back and played with the same type of determination, and we contested a few of those shots just a little better. And I thought that really kept them at bay when we went in what I thought was a little drought there, where we just couldn't seem to muster in offense. We had scored 50, and we stayed on that maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But once we started moving the ball and reversing it, and we were able to get back into an offensive rhythm, that gave us a chance to extend the lead and kind of have a comfortable lead there toward the end.
Questions?
You talk about how the importance of this win in the ACC race, how it betters your position and going down the stretch.
Well, I think we probably have 5 or 6 or 7 coaches that probably would answer your question the same way I'm going to answer. You have a tendency to want to start counting wins and how many I should get, how many I could get, and you have a tendency to look at your opponents and try to analyze what's going to happen, and that's not good. The only thing we can do right now, this was an important victory for us. We got to enjoy it for a few moments, but the game on the road at Virginia on Wednesday night will be just as important. We got ourselves in a situation where we got to worry about those things we can control. That's trying to make sure tomorrow when we go to practice that we're focused, that we are attentive, that we understand exactly what our game plan has to be as we go on the road and play. It's a very good Virginia team that has surprised a lot of people. That team has been together now for 2 or 3 years, and now they changed their system. They're juniors and seniors now. They're not freshmen and sophomores, and they're playing for a lot of confidence. And I'm sure they're looking at their schedule, and that coach is saying the same thing I'm saying to our players. We just got to keep winning. So, yes, this was an important game, but not any more important than the game will be Wednesday. And hopefully we can be successful there, and I'll probably be giving you the same answer next week after the Wednesday game.
Did you guys do anything different on Trapani in the second half? He only made 1 bucket. Well, they didn't make many buckets.
Well, not really. I think that they just made some very tough shots in the first half. I mean, with 2 or 3 seconds on the shot clock. How many shots did they make? Maybe
2 threes where they just threw them up. Yeah.
And then another one where they shot it and got the rebound,
right,
and came back and scored again. I thought we did a much better job of contesting those shots, and I thought our players did a much better job rebounding their misses. And I thought that made a difference. He's a very, very good player. If you give him a good look, it's more likely it's going to go down. I just thought that Ryan and Chris, and even when we switched off on him, our guys showed a very high level of respect for him, and they contested his shots, knowing that if they didn't contest him, that more than likely they'd go in.
Do you have a Snare's ability to finish with the contact and then knock down free throws?
Well, I saw a different look in his eye tonight. I thought that he showed his competitive spirit. Defensively, he was active. He asked to come out of the game 3 or 4 times because he expired himself. And that's the kind of effort you like to see your players giving, that they play as hard as they can for short periods of time, exhaust yourself, get your rest, and go back in. And as a coach, I didn't think he took any possessions off, offensively and defensively. Challenged him at halftime to do a better job rebounding. I think we had 4 or 5 rebounds in the second half. I believe it. 2 or 3. Maybe how many did he get? Any? Well, it was Ryan Reed. I challenged him too. Ryan had 5, I think, at halftime.
Reed had 6.
How many? Snare had any?
1.
Well, he really improved. Yeah, he really stepped his rebounding up a little bit.
What was it like for you, man, to actually be in an ACC game where 2 minutes left. You had a nice cushion. You had a 17-point lead. I mean, you hadn't had one of those in forever.
Well, those types of victories are rare, and you have to enjoy those whenever they come. And that seemed like to me they had a couple of guys that kind of got banged up. I thought the starting center maybe had a shoulder problem. I thought Jackson turned his ankle or something. Sometimes, as physical as these games are, you have one of those little basketball demons raised out of your head. That's one reason why I think playing 9 or 10 people hopefully would be a benefit to us. We can keep people fresh and not fatigue people as we go down the stretch.